Hello, and welcome to the Faded Tier List, where we get faded and tear up some movies or songs or whatever I'm feeling. This video we're doing Pixar of Byron and Alondra. Yeah, here we are. So we're gonna do an order of the release dates. I didn't get to rewatch everything. Did you get to rewatch?
I actually did have to rewatch some of them, just because of like that language difference. I figured like, okay, let me see it from like a full English perspective because I saw someone Spanish. So
I had to catch up on a few of them because I haven't been keeping up with them, but I caught up with them. It was tough for some of them. We'll talk about those. We'll talk about those.
boy, do I have words for that one.
Well, let's start off. We start off strong with Pixar. We start off with Toy Story.
Yes.
How do you feel about Toy Story, the first one?
Um, it's like one of those movies that they're good, but then like it's like wine in a way. It's like it kind of aged like to a good movie just because like of the animations itself. I feel like it still upholds.
Oh yeah, it does.
It does. Like that bitch was built in like 1995. That's
Yeah.
almost like 30 years, dude.
It's crazy.
Almost 30 years.
And the advancement from this one to 4 is crazy. We'll talk about that when we get to 4. But the story is just classic. It's very simple. New toy in town. Woody's sick of him.
But what he doesn't know is that we're sick of Woody.
Oh, we're always sick of Woody, I'll be honest. So, where would you like, because for this tier list, we're gonna limit the S ranking to 5 movies. So we're not gonna go too crazy, because I feel like if we did unlimited with the S, there would be a lot of movies in S tier with Pixar.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to grade them a lot harder.
And yeah, that's the thing about Pixar that it's like, I think we're rating a total of 22, 27, something like that.
A lot of movies.
Yes. So it's like pretty hard. And it's Pixar. Like it has a lot of good movies.
I feel like we should just put this in S. I feel like versus all the Toy Stories, this one is just still the strongest. Has the most simple plot. Has so many fun interactions, different locations. It never feels like we're trudging in weird spots with different characters, which we'll get to that in the sequels. How would you feel? Do you feel like S tier for this one?
You know what? I would say, yeah, I'd say it's probably like my fifth favorite. Well, not fifth favorite, but like
It's up
it's
there.
like up there.
Yeah.
Like just because again of the many factors of the great animation, and then the plot itself. Like it's such a good classic. Like if we compare it to Disney, like which I don't want to get too much into it, 'cause then we be back for that in a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, we'll talk about those Disney movies.
But yeah, it's like one of those like it's a good classic. Like it's definitely a classic, so it's like a good movie.
Easy rewatch. I'm always down to rewatch Toy Story.
My daughter has me on the on the rewatch till that one for a while. Thankfully, we're over the Toy Story phase, I think. So yeah, for sure.
All right, so S tier for this one. We can always change it later. We'll move it around. So next down, we have Bug's Life, 1998. 3 years after Toy Story, that's a pretty good time.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to rewatch this one. I feel like it's a good story, but I don't know if it's a great story. I feel like it lingers in places.
It's like one of those that is kind of like just like on limbo. And it's like, it's not bad, but it's also like not the greatest, like worthy of like S tier.
On like all the Pixar levels. It's not
like it's a good what do you call it? it's a good underdog movie.
Yeah, that's
It's a
really
really
good.
good underdog movie, especially like for kids. Like it's easy to understand and like I feel like I don't know.
It has a lot of fun characters. The
Yeah.
fucking caterpillar.
Dude, that freaking
The
I love that
ladybug.
cat. I love the caterpillar. And let's not talk about the freaking ladybug because there's like on internet there's
Oh,
this meme. There's this meme of a drag queen and it's like they compare it because they look so similar.
should I put the meme up?
I think you should. Like it's like if you like watch like RuPaul's Drag Race, like you will know because it is a recent queen,
Damn.
and it's like it's not throwing shade or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's not anything like that. But like the comparison is just really funny.
It's wild.
It's wild. It's like you can't like unthink it. It's like one of those. It's like it's great. But going back though to the movie, I'd say it's a great movie. You know,
Okay.
I'd say maybe more of a solid movie.
It's a solid movie. It is. I just feel like it might be a little too long if I'm remembering correctly. Because every time I'm like halfway through this movie, I'm just like, when are we wrapping this up? I feel like maybe the beginning is too long. I gotta rewatch it though. It's one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I will say those what is it? The ticks. They're like really funny too. Like
Oh,
when they jump
yeah.
around, they're like jumping around. They're like, hey, and I'm like,
See, they have a lot of fun characters.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm being a little harsh. So are we putting the A? Or do you think B? I was thinking B when I
B.
started.
Yes,
Yeah, you want to?
yeah. I say it's a good B movie.
It's not bad. B's not bad. It's just good. It's just not in like the top tier of the Pixar movies. We're about to hit some hard hitters soon. So I think the next one's Toy Story 2, 1999.
1999 thing.
I have a lot of good memories with this movie.
I do too. I personally feel like Toy Story 2 is
Do you think
popular
it's,
opinion, but I think it's kind of better than Toy Story 1.
that means we're about to do a swap? We're about to do-
Just okay, listen. So here's my take on this. So it's because you get so you get more characters.
Yeah, you get
obviously.
more good characters. You get
characters.
Jessie.
You get
Oh my
Jessie. I
god.
love that bitch. Like, dude, like she's funny. Like she is the reason why is like Woody starts to realize like, oh yeah, like I'm kind of like a fucking ass.
Yeah, he's. I just love that it's every movie when he's like, okay, I need to chill out.
Like, no, my favorite scene is when she goes Woody or whatever. Then she goes like yeah, like you can go to your Andy, like, and I'm like,
Tell him.
I'm like, I don't know, like it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, it's just funny. It's just funny to see like kind of like him flip to like, oh damn, like I don't know.
Oh, the villain's pretty cool. The what's his name?
The
I'm not
inspector,
not the inspector dude.
Whoa.
The villain dude. The inspector dude's cool too. The dude that fixes up Woody. He's like,
oh yeah, I mean that scene, great.
that's a great
That's
scene.
a great scene, yeah.
I forgot what the actual dude who takes or who gets Woody is.
It's like Pete
Or something. It doesn't matter. But he's pretty nice villain. I like that aspect. I like a lot. I feel like there's a lot expanding on all the characters in like good ways. It was like with the first one we're introducing to all of them for the first time, so it's just like bare bones. But then now we like learn more about everyone. Like they talk about Buzz a lot more. I like that part with the Zorg where he's like, "I am your father." Which I have a comment about that when we get to a Lightyear movie. I got a big comment about that.
Yeah. Because
No, we'll get into that. But so yeah, I think we're gonna put this S tier. I think this is gonna be S tier. I think we put Toy Story A tier.
okay. So So again, Toy Story is great.
It's still great. It's still great. It's just Toy Story 2 is better.
Yes.
I just never know which one to put over the other one. Even when we go to the third one, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh.
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 Y'all didn't catch that. Cut this.
So the next one, we go to another heavy hitter, Monsters Inc. 2001.
Monsters Inc., dude.
So good.
I clearly love Monsters Inc.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, we should have covered up his face like this.
Dang.
The meme.
It's just a picture of him.
Even when they advertise him in stuff, they cover up his face and like pictures and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. I was like, that poor baby. I was like,
but this movie's so good. This one is like top rewatch, I think.
yes.
This one I could rewatch. I could watch it 5 times a day, maybe.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Boo is like the cutest like little thing.
Boo
It was
is
like
good.
her little laugh, and then like her sleepy face when she's like, yeah, she's tired, and then she like knockouts, and I'm like,
Sully's good. Mike's good. Mike's annoying.
it's a great duo though.
It is a great duo.
It's a great duo.
It's a great trio.
Trio, yeah. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that movie has like made me cry. Has got me in my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just like,
It's not my top crier, but it's definitely gets me in my feelings.
she goes, Kitty, and I'm like,
when they're stuck with the abominable snowman and they're just over it. I was like, I felt that. They're like, this is our life now. All right, so I think this straight to S tier. Let's throw that bitch up to S tier.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone's taking that out S tier.
No, and if somebody does, she's always watching. Just saying.
So then next, we get to Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
What year was that? Sorry.
Things like
2003.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say 2.
This is a really good looking movie for 2003.
Well, yeah.
It's insanely good looking.
It's
like, even when you compare it to some of their newer ones, you're like, what were they doing back then?
I'm telling you, like Pixar has like the animation and like how have they like kept it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gets eating.
Yeah, honestly, especially when we get to the later ones, it just looks fantastic at times.
Yes. The like insane like most animation once we get to the
I do think there's a movie that like rocket ships their quality, and I'll talk about
like
that.
portrays it like so much better.
Well, that movie allowed them to do more stuff with graphics type shit.
Okay.
So Finding Nemo. Amazing story. Really good father-son story. Love Nemo. Love what's his fucking name?
Marlin and
Dory. Dory. She's something.
She's like one of those like characters that's like they're dumb, but they're like cute dumb.
Yeah, I mean, she made me mad when I was a kid. I'll be like, what are you doing, Dory?
It's like you're talking to Dora, like you're like, but like she can't hear you, like through the TV.
But all the different like side quests they go on and find is all memorable. The sharks, the sea turtles, the pelicans or whatever.
Oh yeah, the pelicans, and then we got the Darla.
Oh yeah, Darla. Oh, she's a monster. She was fucking shit up.
She's like one of those kids. Like she's that kid.
Yeah,
she's
immediately like, gets a fish, starts shaking.
That poor fishy. Like you just see the picture all like, or like how he's like upside down, and you're like, it's
wild. See, okay, so we're at 2 movies in S tier.
Yes.
Are we putting this S tier, or I think we should just put it in A tier?
yes, it's definitely like one of those movies that it's like you can rewatch them. Still great. Still great.
If we weren't limiting the S tier, it would be S tier.
It would be. So don't come at us.
Yeah.
We don't make the rules.
Yeah, I mean, we did make the rules, but still, it's good. It's still a classic.
It's a good classic. Yes.
It's close to getting that, but it can't. I'm sorry. It's A. It's still good. Who's ever disappointed with an A?
It's what?
Who's ever disappointed with an A? Oh, okay.
That's okay.
So then the next one is one of my favorites, The Incredibles. 2004.
Okay.
Oh my God. Brad Bird, he killed this movie. Oh my God. He knew what he was doing with this. An old school superhero movie with like spy theme into it.
Okay. I can see that, yeah.
He ate. Syndrome, amazing villain.
I will say he is like one of those like really good like Pixar villains. I think he's like one of those like S tier like villains that we're.
He's just so ridiculous and like he's smart yet dumb. It's hilarious.
It's like trying to fight like I don't know, one of those like you remember that meme of like that kid that he's like crushed the thing. He's like, yeah, and then, like
No.
he's like
I'm sorry.
immediate disappointment. I'm like, who are you?
I don't want to put another meme up.
Editing is hard, kids.
Well, I'm sorry. The family is amazing. This is a good family story.
And I'm ridiculous.
I'm saying we're putting this in S tier. Do you have anything else to say about it? I'm sorry I ruined your meme.
I will forever carry this.
Oh.
No, I don't know. Like, it's hard. It's really hard to actually like grade this one because it's like I don't feel like it's here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm avoiding this moment.
Oh, we're about to start already. How's it not an S tier?
I don't know. It's like it's because I'm a girl.
Oh.
No.
That's getting clipped.
You better edit that out. You will not expose me like that.
Damn.
Okay, so what were we saying?
We're saying we're gonna put it in S tier.
How are we gonna avoid that movie? Cool.
We're putting it in S.
We're really gonna fight this. We're swinging.
Come on, why isn't it S tier?
I don't know. I just don't feel. I feel like there's other movies. I feel like honestly, I do feel like there's other movies that kind of like deserve to be on that.
Okay, then we'll put it out there and we'll argue about it to get knocked out.
All right, we're avoiding the fight.
I guess for now.
Stay tuned in.
I'm saying that stays up there. Okay, next we're getting to Cars. Pretty decent movie. I enjoy it. Am I gonna rewatch it too much? Probably not.
No.
Every once in a while. Life is a Highway is a banger.
Life is a highway. I will say that's a good song.
It is a good song.
It's a good catchy song, and I don't even like country.
Me either. I'm like that. Every time this movie plays, I'm like, I might have to add that to the playlist.
You're driving in your car, you're like just playing this song.
But how do you feel about the movie? I think Mater is so fucking annoying.
I'm gonna bring that back.
Oh, I know we will. There's a reason I said that. And the other movies amplified it.
It's like you get, I don't even know what would you call that? Like,
I don't know. It's a dumb. I'll calm down a little bit. It's a kids movie. They're supposed to be dumb characters. He's just obnoxiously dumb, and he just ruins shit. And he's like, "Whoa, I made her." It doesn't matter. I'm like, Lightning McQueen has to learn all these lessons, but Mater literally learns nothing. Never mind. Well, how do you feel about the story? It's a good story, though.
it's a good story, but it's like,
It's not punching up there with any of the other ones.
no,
So.
it's really not, because
I think.
I feel like it's kind of like overrated.
Oh, you think it's overrated?
I do kind of think it's kind of overrated.
What would you rate tier it up?
I would probably say about like a B.
Okay, I'll give it a B too. I think B is decent for it. I think it's still pretty decent. I just think as time went on, it just seemed not as great as a movie as everything else.
It didn't really stand as a yes, a classic, but like not
I
too
don't think it's a
memorable.
classic.
No.
No.
Okay.
I feel like when we're
I'm glad.
when we're hitting 30-something Pixar movies, that's gonna be like one of the ones that people are like, I'll skip it. We don't need to watch the Cars movies.
Yeah. Okay, and also, a lot. Well, I'm gonna wait on comments.
Yeah.
No comments.
So then the next one, 2007, Ratatouille. This is my second favorite one.
Okay.
Incredibles and Ratatouille are my top 2 favorite Pixar movies.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a really good movie. I don't think it's S tier though. I'll say that much. Even though it's my favorite, I'll be honest, it's not S tier. It's definitely A tier. Mm-hmm. It's definitely such a good, just everything about the music, the cinematography. Is this Brad Bird too? I think this is also Brad Bird. He did Incredibles, and I think he did this one too. I gotta double check that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. As much of a fan I am, I don't really remember names like that, like for directors.
I only did it because I like Incredibles a lot, and Brad Bird's pretty good. He did one of the Mission Impossible. I think he did Mission Impossible 3. But that doesn't matter.
That's another video, maybe.
But man, it's a really good. I just love it. It's definitely one of my comfort movies. I'm putting this on, watching this. I also just love cooking, anything with food.
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
It's, I actually love the soundtrack to this one. I be playing, especially when I do like pasta. I'm out there in my kitchen, like just either humming the song or just like putting in the song, because it's just the vibe, you know?
I buy the vinyl. I gotta get the vinyl. It's just so expensive. It's like $100.
I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're putting this A tier.
A tier. I say, listen, this is better. This is better than Toy Story. That movie is better than Toy Story. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
Is this the first one?
The first one, Bug's Life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's A tier. It's A tier. If it wasn't limited, it would be S tier. I would definitely fight for it to be an S tier if it wasn't limited. Just letting you know that, because we're about to start fighting probably soon.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, we're about to start fighting now. Next is Wall-E, 2008. I have to fight for Incredibles to stay in the S tier. Amazing story, really good story. Wall-E's the best. He's just an innocent robot.
He is. I'll give credit where it's due. I will say.
Do you not like this song?
I feel like it's a good movie.
Do you think it's overrated?
I do think it's overrated.
I don't think it's overrated. But why do you think it's overrated?
So it's like a good plot, but I don't like, again, like Pixar is so hard to like rate. Like all of these movies, like
Well, we're
they're
doing
great.
it now.
That's the whole. Hey, by the way, that's the whole point of the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's really
cute.
good. It is
It's
cute.
It's a cute movie, and I really like them too. Like at the end too, like holding hands. And it's just like it's like I don't know, but I don't think like.
I don't think this is overrated. We're about to hit an overrated movie, I feel like.
And then I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
offended.
we're about to get it's about to get heated. Okay,
fists are coming.
I think it has been a minute since I watched this one. I do think the story is really good. I think it is a good B tier.
Yes.
B tier.
It's a good. Yeah, it's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
Again, same thing with Cars. Like it's not. The movie's not terrible. I just don't think.
People are gonna want that in A tier though. But I don't care what the people
I'm sorry.
We'll change it if we feel like we put something in B and we're
Yes.
like, oh, we gotta put Wally up a little bit.
The comments down, you're gonna be like, "The fuck are you on?"
We're faded.
And I'm gonna be, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
So next, we're gonna do Up, 2009.
Up.
Here comes the hate.
Yes.
It's overrated.
It is.
By the intro. The intro makes it's such a good intro that people forget the rest of the movie.
Yes. Yes.
They remember this one what was it, 10-minute, 5-minute intro.
It's a 10-minute intro.
10-minute intro. But then when we go to the plot, come on.
And it's like,
Come on. It's a decent plot. It's a decent story. It's just that first 10 minutes wrecks you emotionally. So you're just delirious for the rest of the movie.
it's like no shit to the director, but what the fuck?
Doug is pretty fun. I feel like there's a lot of Doug. Too much Doug, if I remember.
Yeah.
And I don't think the villain was that good.
No.
No.
It was a shitty villain. I'm sorry.
Not good. That's not a good villain.
I'm so getting sued. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good Russell. He's adorable, but he's also one of those kind of Mater in a way.
Wait, what?
Russell.
What about him?
He's kind of he's a cute kid, but I feel like at the times he's kind of dude, get out of the way.
Yeah. You're just a problem right now. You and your stupid badges. I'm sorry. Oh, that was unnecessary. I'm sorry. So
No, she's okay. A poor kid.
B tier is getting a little filled because I think we should put this B. Do you think we should put this B?
On Up?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because that would make people mad if we put it in C. I know that much. Let's say one of the lines.
No, being real, it is a really good movie, but just not. I feel like after this, and then if this was a turning point or not.
What do you mean turning point? It starts getting
where
weird.
we start getting more better movies.
Oh, you say we're about to start getting better movies?
No, I thought this was the turn for that, but it's not.
Oh.
No. I'm we still gotta wait to that.
Oh yeah, we got a few more. We got a little rough patch right here.
Okay, yeah.
We got a little...
okay, this is it's we start good, but then we kind of go a little bit of a slow. We kind of start getting into
they lost momentum.
They lost momentum. Thank you.
Ish. Because then we get Toy Story 3, 2010. All right.
Because this is what they really did. They gave us a taste. And they're left no crumbs. There was nothing. It was good.
Yeah.
And then they're just kidding.
Yeah, they confused us with Toy Story 3 because they're look at this one real quick. And then the next few movies are going to be wait, what happened? Why wasn't it? What was this quality? Toy Story 3, amazing. I think really good. What was that? You don't think it's good?
I don't. I really, I'm sorry. To all the people out there.
I'll say... It does. It is a little long. We could just probably cut a decent amount. Was there weird stuff that happened with Buzz? I don't remember. Because
No, so Buzz turned in Toy Story 3, Buzz basically becomes a little Latino boy.
I knew it was something weird. Because after 2, they didn't know what to do with Buzz anymore. We'll talk about that in the next one too.
Yeah. They,
I was like, I remember something weird about Buzz in this movie.
things weren't adding up. And then just like,
I do think the overall story is really good. And I feel like
I'm sorry, again,
I feel like it's a good close to the chapter of Andy and the toys. Specifically Andy and the toys.
okay, that I can agree with. That I do agree that it was kind of a good like.
What's your problem with it?
I'm scared.
I'm not gonna square up over Toy Story 3, I'm not. I did say it was amazing, but I could reel it back. It's not my favorite of the Toy Stories.
Yes, I think that it's a third movie. I'm just at this point. I'm kind of sick of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because what is Woody doing in this one? I forgot.
Okay, so not even that. So we get lost of track of like good characters. Like what's Wheezy? Like from Toy Story 2. Freaking love that dude.
I forgot. This was like a Woody adventure, wasn't it?
I guess. Yeah.
How many? I should have rewatched this one. It's fine.
It's just like, or maybe I'm getting no. Correct.
What? You
Said
get
every
confused
woman
with
ever.
You confused with the fourth one?
No.
No.
I don't know.
This plot is a little bit more messy. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more messy if
Like-
I remember it. There's a lot of back and forth, right?
Yes.
I gotta look back into this. Maybe you're
'Cause-
overthinking it.
Maybe I just be high watching shit. I don't know.
I gotta look at this plot. Okay, so
yeah.
all right, we gotta rank this one. Where are we putting it?
I definitely think it's a sorry, but it's a C tier. I personally think it's kind of a C tier.
Damn, you're gonna put that's a movie. I don't think that should be our first C tier.
Shouldn't we?
I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad.
I don't know.
You really don't like this movie. How many movies are in B tier?
There's 3.
Put it in B tier.
There's okay. So far,
Because Cars isn't B tier. It is as good of a movie as Cars. Put it in B tier. There's gonna be C tier movies coming up. Because
please.
this isn't even a C tier movie. This is worse than a C tier movie. Cars 2, 2011.
No, okay. I have so many issues with this movie.
Why did we go from a Lightning McQueen movie to a Mater movie? Anyone else but Mater, please. They even gave him a TV show. Remember that?
Oh
He
my
had a
god, they
TV
did.
show.
Yeah, they did.
Kids love Mater that much? You want to make some stupid kids. I'm sorry. You're going to make some reckless, stupid kids. They're like, Mater, this is funny. Let's watch Mater go across the world as a spy. Who did that idea? Who got high and pitched that idea?
The producers and the director.
Dude,
they were
watching
like-
this movie, I was like, this is such a tone change. From like the first Cars to this one. And I'm like, why am I watching a spy movie right now? And it's not a good spy movie. The plot is like weird. I don't care for the plot. I don't think any kid would like know what's going on in this movie.
Like, yes. So this is where Mater, you just realize that it like, okay, like, you're actually dumb.
If I watched this in the past, I would have thought it was just a fever dream. I was like, I seen that? Because that's what this movie is. It's just, I'm just gonna put it D.
Yeah. Straight, yeah.
I'm being nice. I'm just saying that I'm being nice. It's a movie.
Yes, it's a movie. And it's like, you see him like,
I don't even think it was fun.
No, like
I would prefer lightning going across the world and
yeah.
like going to these different locations and like the differences between the cars and stuff. But no, we just get Mater. Just he's fucking shit up.
All the time.
And then
Somebody get him out.
Lightning McQueen, there's a moment where he actually yells at Mater. I'm like, he deserved it. And everyone's like, you were too hard on Mater. I was like, nah, Mater was being an idiot.
Like straight up.
I
And like,
don't
but that's
know.
the thing. Like he, like that's him. That's just unfortunately him. Like like not delusional, but like he doesn't know he's like, messing shit
guess.
up. And it's like,
Mater. I'm sick of him.
but yeah, like he doesn't even like the whole reason he becomes like a spy. It's by accident, by just like pure like dumb luck. like. Like
It's just dumb. It's all just dumb. We don't have to get into it. We're not even gonna get into it. There's no point. No one cares about Cars 2.
if you've seen Cars 2, you get it.
Then
Like
we-
you get it. You
Alright.
understand.
Now we're at Brave. 2012.
Okay, listen.
I got two opinions. I think it's a decent movie. I feel like it's very forgotten.
Yes.
Maybe a little underrated.
Yes. Question mark.
Second, if this came out 5 years later, it would have been a hit.
Yes, it would have been so much better. And honestly, it's a disappointment. I will say it's kind of a disappointment just because
It's a good concept and everything.
yes,
Good setting.
good setting, good story, but it just wasn't, it didn't hit where it should have hit because this is the first I don't know if you know this, but this is like the first like Pixar. It's like well that, but like
female-led one.
female yes, like a female led one, I want to say. Me double checking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, it's not even that, but like she's the first like technically like Pixar Disney like
Oh,
princess.
princess. Yeah,
And-
I forgot about
And
that.
see, like that's my point. Like y'all forget that she's actually fun fact, like she's actually a
Yeah,
Pixar
I remember
Disney
she's a princess because they have
So-
like 8 or 9 of them right now.
Yeah, and it's like you would expect more. As
Yeah,
a Disney
I
fan,
agree
like
with that.
I expected a lot more. Like again, it's a good story, good it just could have gone so many ways a lot better.
That really made you mad.
It did. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drink water.
So I think we should put
Break.
that in a C tier. Oh,
Again, I just had high expectations.
I think C's good. I think C's fine.
Yes, C is good. Yes, because it's definitely way better than freaking Cars 2. That
That's a
freaking
dumbass
movie. The freaking movie.
So the next year, 2013, we got Monsters University. How do you feel about this movie?
I was like, which one? Monsters University. It's a movie.
It's definitely a movie.
It's a movie.
Um,
I don't think
it's decent.
it's decent. Same thing with Brave. I feel like
I don't think it's that memorable.
it's not that memorable, unfortunately, because this is supposed to be like a glimpse of like before.
Also, yeah, the more I think about it, I'm like, this is such a weird concept for a sequel of Monsters
Well,
Inc.
it's a prequel.
Or yeah, prequel. I'm sorry.
It's a prequel.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to do after Monsters Inc. is do a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of your movies, you're going to do a prequel for Monsters Inc. We want to see more Boo.
Yes. Where's that little girl?
You should have got a sequel, not a prequel. Hello. It was also just a weird concept. I don't think it really showed how good their friendship was.
Like, did they even have a villain? I don't remember they really had a
I think they had other frat because there was monster frats. There was another frat that was like against them.
See, like that's how unrememberable that movie is.
Yeah, because they like have their own frat.
Yeah.
They go through these games.
Right. And
Yeah,
will say,
it's not that
I
fun.
will say what I liked is that they kind of brought like Randall back for, even though it was a small glimpse, because I do wish they would have had a little bit more of Randall, at least.
Yeah,
Like
I
something to like.
forgot they brought him back. This movie is so. All right, where we rank this one?
I'd say, I think a D.
A D.
A D.
You're gonna do a D for this one?
Well, let me see.
I feel like it's
no.
C tier.
Okay. Well,
I don't think it's that bad.
I'm
I think like if you're not having a fun time, it should be a D tier.
Yeah.
At least it's somewhat of a fun time.
Sorry, I was checking which ones we had left.
You're like, oh, when are we gonna get to some good ones?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit before that.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
Actually, the next one's a really good one.
So C, we're doing C then.
Yeah, C for
All right.
that.
C for that one for sure. Yeah.
The next one's pretty good. We got 2015. They skipped a year, but they're giving us 2 movies this year. Inside Out.
Inside Out. Dude, I freaking adore Inside Out.
I think this is my top 3.
It's yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I could honestly and again, it's such a good movie. My daughter rewatches it all the time. All the time. And it's like so like we know the lines. It's like one of those like good movies, but like it's not like to that point where you get sick of it.
No, it's a fun movie. Fun characters.
Fun characters.
Good message.
Good messages. Even like not just for kids, for adults.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
we need to be sad. That's fine.
Yeah. Like, it's a
Don't be avoiding your sadness, you loser.
you lose. Yeah. Welcome to our pep talk. But yes, fun emotions, and we get Bing Bong. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
And even though
Saddest moment.
dude,
I think it might be the saddest moment in all the movies.
yes, and
That and Up, the beginning thing.
yes,
I would rewatch this one all the time. This is S tier.
yes, and
I don't think.
and like, yes, definitely. There's no fighting that. That's an S tier.
We might be moving a movie up. No, we're not. Never mind. No, we're not. I already know what the next S tier is. But I know what the next fucking D tier is. Let's go to fucking The Good Dinosaur.
That's going straight up F. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're going F for
We're
that?
going F. That one deserves a tier by itself. Lock there.
Yeah.
Not coming back up.
Yeah, let's put it F. I think we should just get it over with. Put it F. First of all, they were copying things from other movies for this one. That was like Mufasa's death with the dad.
Yes.
The whole dinosaurs in a hyper realistic setting. There was a movie called Dinosaur
Really?
in like early 2000 that's like these super realistic CGI dinosaurs in a realistic like setting. But then Pixar was like, let's do a realistic settings, but have the most simplest dinosaur look ever. And it's just, this is a movie where I was like, this is where they upgraded their graphics.
Yes. They said we fucked up. We fucked up so bad. We need to fix that. Like
the setting, the world in this movie, super realistic. It looks really good.
yes.
And I was like, okay, this is definitely where they stepped it up with that stuff. But then everything else is just bland. It feels like they were like, look at what we can do. This is just something we created on our downtime.
This was like that, like
I'm sorry. It wasn't like 2 main characters were okay.
yeah.
They were all right.
It's
I don't think they learned anything. This was it was tough to get through this one.
yes, I definitely fell asleep on this one. And I was like, huh? And I had to rewatch it. And I was just
Oh, you rewatched it?
I was like, yeah, it doesn't get better the second time.
Also, it barely has an ending. It just ends. I don't know who did. He goes home And his family doesn't even like have any lines. He just puts his paw on the stone and they're like, he got his mark. And no one says anything and it just ends. He doesn't even have the kids' family doesn't even come back and they're like a good group.
Yeah,
No,
like they
nothing
don't
like
make
that.
like the village, which
No, it
yeah.
just ends. And I was like, what is that? Okay, we gotta get off this. I was about to rant. I had a lot to say about that one.
this that one's locked up.
So then next year we have Finding Dory.
Dory.
I almost said Finding Dino.
Who are you trying to find?
I don't know.
No, the ghost in here, like.
This one's pretty decent, but this is like one of the ones where you're like, sequel versus original, it's not even close.
Yes.
I don't think it's that close.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Because like you go like, don't get me wrong, like it's a cute story. We get to see Dory as a baby, which is adorable.
Yeah,
but it's
should
not
we
like
should we be focusing on Dory?
yeah, like
I don't think so. I don't think,
I feel like they kind of there were certain parts in the movie in Finding Nemo where they also kind of just focus on Dory, and I was like, weren't y'all finding this kid? Like,
yeah.
y'all too worried about Dory here. But
Dory
I get
and her
it.
family.
But I get it, I guess.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to do like the next like a missing part of this movie. Let's have Dory find her family, or like
Yeah.
that's kind of the story, but it's also them trying to find Dory. It's too convoluted.
Yeah, like I'm just upset they didn't bring back the other fishes from the other tank from the dentist.
That's
Like-
fine. Actually, now that you said that, that was wild. They didn't bring those guys back.
Yeah.
Not even any of them.
Like they were in the bags. So at the end of the other movie,
Yeah.
they were like at the end
We
in
s-
bags, and then
We don't even know if they got a happy ending. They could have died in those bags.
they could have ended like Darla's bags.
So the setting's pretty fun though.
Yes, it's in an aquarium, like an aquarium,
Yeah.
right? So it definitely portrays like realistic too, like things of like.
Was that problematic? Isn't SeaWorld problematic? No, we don't have to get into that.
This whole video is problematic. Problematic.
But
We got ourselves into this.
what would you put this in the tiers?
I would give it a C.
I'll give it a C too.
I give it a C.
I don't think I would ever revisit this one.
It's an okay movie.
The best I
It's an
can
okay
say
movie.
is that the water looked really good. It's definitely an improvement over that,
Mm-hmm.
over the first one. But that's really the only improvement.
They're working on it. The pressure is on.
Well, we do have a little. All right, Cars 3, 2007 or 17. Sorry, I'm lit.
Wait, what?
Cars 3.
Oh, Cars 3.
That one was
I-
a decent story.
Yes.
Really a decent story. It's definitely better than 2.
Yes. They got their shit together at this point. They were like, you know what? We fucked up on the second one. Let's wrap it up.
Back
And-
to fucking Lightning McQueen being the star of the show.
Yes. And I think it's such a cute way to end it.
Yeah, I did
I
like
think-
the ending. Of
Yeah,
it.
it's a good wrap up. I will say that's how you do a wrap
Yeah.
up.
It's long though.
Yes.
We gotta trim some of these movies.
And like they're due. They're past due.
Yeah, like I don't know. I got to some of these and I was like, we still got an hour left. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's not the good old hour and a half that it used to be.
No.
Or like Toy Story and like
I love a good 90-minute movie.
yes.
So
But-
C tier?
Yes, I'd say a C tier, but it's yeah, a C tier.
Yeah, I don't think it's hitting anything on the B tier in terms of like no.
Yeah, no, like yeah. I like the whole fact of like him like passing on like his legacy. But then I do have one beef with this movie.
Ooh.
I will say, what happened? What happened to what's his name? To
Doc.
Doc. What happened to Doc?
That was so in the second one. They were like, Doc would have been proud of you.
It was 5 seconds, guys. 5 seconds, and they were like, "What?" Like, yeah, he would have been proud, and that's it. That's all you get. Where did he go? Did he move? Did
I gotta double check into like who played Doc.
what happens?
Yeah, I don't know. He definitely died off screen. Like,
Yes, he was like, I don't know. I got attached to that character. Maybe
imagine they
that's why.
open up Cars 2 and they're rolling up to his funeral. Doc's funeral.
They made Cars 2 in order to avoid these answers.
Yeah, that's what Lightning McQueen was dealing with in Cars 2. Doc's death, and then Mater's freaking out on the side.
He said, "Let me eat a whole bowl of freaking what is it?
Wasabi. Dude, it's a fucking dumbass movie. What are they doing? I don't know. That's a mess of a trilogy, honestly. When you really think about it.
Yes.
So then we get to a really good one, Coco, 2017, same year as Cars 3.
Coco. I will. That's like an S tier for me.
Yeah, it's
That's
immediately
immediately
S
S tier.
tier. Oh my god, when he's singing a song to his grandma, that's immediately crying. Oh, we can't even think about it.
You thought we thought Bing Bong was bad. We thought the first 10 minutes of Up was sad. No, this is such a good.
It's such a
movie.
fun story. Oh my god.
Such a fun story. I will say as a Latina, I'm so proud of this movie. Like they did such like a good the producer. I don't know who it was, but kudos to the directors on that because they portrayed like Latin culture, like more specifically like Mexican culture, so well. Those flowers, like the graphics of it alone too. Oh my god.
I think this was when we were like, oh, Pixar's good again.
Oh, well, they're not fucking around anymore. They said,
oh my
here's
god.
a good cookie. Like
S tier that.
S tier.
Oh my god. I might have to do an episode on that.
Yeah, because dude, and then I don't know if you know this, but like a lot of like you know how like the villain, I hate him, but like it's like one of those like you love that villain, like he does like such a good character, like
that switch is crazy too.
The switch is definitely crazy, but all of the like in that party there's so many of like good Mexican like musicians, and like you can tell that like so good into the details.
I gotta look into the details.
No, like a lot of the characters on at the party that you saw, like Frida Kahlo, those are all like so famous people.
Damn.
Like the villain was actually portrayed by one of the most infamous like singers, like back in the day, like in the 60s or I don't know what year. My grandma was alive at the time. It's Pedro Infante. That's his name. Pedro Infante is like that character, and like it's crazy. Like the resemblance of it to like you can put like some like I'll show you.
Okay,
you can edit them.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch this. I'm gonna do an episode on this one, honestly. All right, then we're gonna get into Incredibles 2, 2018. How do you feel about this one? I think it's good, but it's nowhere near Incredibles.
Yeah.
It's a fun return. The villain sucks. The graphics look really good in this movie, though. It's one of those where you're like, damn, they're killing it.
Yeah. I will say, you have fun in this movie for sure, especially seeing Edna come back.
And it's the reversal of it's about Elastigirl, instead of Mr. Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more so about her story and like her like pretty much like being a mom and like how like
Yeah.
she left her career pretty much to like be a mom. And yeah, I think it's a good
It's a good one.
it's a good visual. It's not bad.
I think it's B tier. I don't think it deserves C tier, but I don't think it's pushing up to like A tier.
No.
It's chill. It's still a fun time.
It's a fun time.
I would like rewatch it immediately after the first one.
I'm not denying it. I'm just saying it. Yeah.
So
Whatever
then,
you say.
all right, we got Toy Story. Toy Story 4.
All right. Leave the sequel alone. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like,
Nope, Toy Story 5 in a few years.
okay, when I saw that on the night of that they did D23, I was
Yeah.
just like, why?
Well, I mean,
Why? Listen,
in this one, they're like, this is a new trilogy with Bonnie. Now we're dealing with Bonnie. This is Bonnie's trilogy.
okay?
There's at least gonna be a Toy Story 6. I know that. I don't think it's necessary. I think what ruins this movie is the fucking back and forth into the shop over Forky.
Yes.
They're in and out of the shop, back and forth, this, that. I'm like, either go and stay in the shop or leave. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I do like that it's kind of into like Buzz or Woody's story. They didn't know what to do with Buzz in this movie though. They did not know what to do.
Either, yeah. That's why they cut him out. And that's why they were like, Woody, you're gonna go follow him.
I mean,
Like Forky, like, cause it was more focused on them.
yeah, Woody and Forky, and I mean Buzz showed up a little bit. He was just trying to follow his like voice lines, and I was like, "What type of story? Just don't put him in the story then.
Yeah.
Get a different toy. Bring out Jesse."
I'm like,
They left Jesse in the car. They were like, "This isn't your movie, Jesse."
they gave her a break.
I was like, "No, now we gotta deal with Forky, who doesn't even want to be a toy."
Literally.
The villain's okay, I
Forky was like, I'm
guess.
trying to die. He was on some Mr. Weezy. He was like, oh boy, look at me.
It was nice seeing what happened to Bo Peep because
Yes.
she wasn't in 3. Was she in 2?
She was not in 3. It was in 3. Because,
She wasn't in 3.
Yeah, because like that's why I'm like, they should have just done that with Buzz. Like they just took her out. No explanation again given. No explanation given. Just like she's gone. They donated her because it was old. The lamp was old. And we're like,
But now every character needs a goodbye, so now we got fucking Woody's goodbye.
but apparently it doesn't need a goodbye because there's a Toy Story 5.
I don't know what they're doing. They're just doing whatever.
Like-
It's gonna be another goodbye. They're gonna be like, bye, Buzz.
And Bonnie's not gonna care because she's gonna be on her little laptop, on her little iPad, watching God knows what they're gonna do on her show.
I'm not even ready for that one. Wait, what are we gonna, I think C.
I was gonna say a D movie.
You're gonna say D movie?
Straight up a D movie. Like y'all,
What's on D right now?
Cars 2.
It's not. Put it to C. It's not as bad as Cars 2.
I hate to disagree, but okay.
Do you really want it in D tier? I don't think it's that bad. Is it? It's still somewhat fun.
I guess.
I think I had a little bit of fun with this one.
Eh.
You're like I don't want it in C.
Listen, I'm just over the Toy Story franchise. Like, you guys should have. I personally, unpopular opinion. They should have left it at 2. I'm just gonna say that it's cute that we know what happens when he leaves for college on 3, but it's just leave the movie alone. Come on.
Damn.
I'm just saying, like,
We'll put it on D. That's fine.
okay.
I don't think it's gonna be the only movie in D. But other than Cars 2, next we're going to Onward.
Onward.
2020. Dude, if this movie came out around Baldur's Gate, it would have been a hit. If it came out during Baldur's Gate 3,
It would have been promoted.
yeah.
You know, I kind of think that this is kind of like a hidden gem in a way.
I think it's really good.
Yes, I think it's a good movie. Like it's yeah.
I'm putting an A.
That was higher than I thought.
Where are you gonna put a B?
I was gonna say a B, but I can agree.
I think
with
it's a
an
fun time.
Yeah, I
think
can agree
it's
with an A.
good cast. It's Chris Hemsworth and Tom Holland.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't look at the voice actors
Yeah.
because then it kind of like makes me like if it's an actor that I like, I'm like I have to like this movie.
See,
So I try not to.
this one, it's like, it brings back Pixar's good ability to create a world, good characters, good vibes, fun time, memorable events. I really like this one. I did.
Yeah, it's definitely like a new concept. It's a new concept that they did. In terms of like
this one in theaters, or was it immediately Disney Plus?
no, I think it was on theaters first.
It was theaters. Okay.
I think so.
I just want.
We'll double check.
I gotta look at the
probably.
time frame. Maybe it got fucked over by COVID.
Probably, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. When did you say it was released?
2020.
2020. Yeah. So yeah, that definitely could have been like the factor of like why it's not like as popular.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good movie.
It's really good.
Really good.
I'm gonna keep it A tier, honestly. Enough.
Yeah.
Because then we get another decent or really good movie in 2020, Soul. I think this one was Disney Plus. One of these,
Okay. Yeah.
they started doing Disney Plus only, and I think Soul was the start of it. Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Okay. Yeah.
Because I know when they come back to the theaters. I remember which ones.
Okay.
And so, really good story. I really like the vibe of this, of the souls and the soul world and their purpose, finding your purpose in life.
It's like an Inside Out, like a good. They start doing like these like message kind of like movies, and like it's good.
It's really good.
Because they're really well done. They're really well done.
I should have rewatched this one, but I remember it pretty much a decent amount, and I really enjoyed it.
I will say though, that it's I don't know, because I personally feel like it's more of a B tier.
Oh, I was gonna say B tier.
Okay. Like it's good, but it's not as good as Onward. I feel like.
No.
Like it's not.
It's still a fun movie.
Like this is like that starting to be like this new era of like these movies.
Okay, next. Also, I liked all the jazz in that movie.
Yes.
The jazz was really nice.
And the cat's funny.
So then we got 2021 Luca. This one was alright.
Yeah.
This one was alright.
This is like again, like this like Brave movie. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think it's that memorable. It looks good.
Yeah. Graphics great.
I think the characters are pretty fun. But I don't think it really does anything special.
No. And it's like I feel like they could have gone more with it. And
Yeah.
they didn't. And they were like, we're gonna hold back. Because if you're noticing, they're doing like, all right, here's like an A rank with Onward, and then we're gonna kind of like slowly coming back to down. We're hitting like that little, just.
You think they were just going down a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. Because like, so if we have Onward on A, and then we have B, I personally feel like Lucas should be a C.
Yeah, I agree. It's somewhat of a fun time.
Yeah.
It's not that memorable. It's decent.
Again, it's like Cars 3, like same thing, Brave, all that. Like they're okay.
So we're still going downward with Turning Red. 2022.
Okay. Here's gonna be a bit of a fight again. Here we go.
It's not that much of a fight. That's why I'll say this movie wasn't made for me. I feel like with Pixar, most of their movies is for like everyone type shit. But this one felt like one of the ones where like, this wasn't really for me.
Really?
No.
I don't know. I kind of resonated along with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think maybe I don't know. Again, yeah. Some movies aren't for everybody.
I don't think they're all
And
for
that's
everyone.
okay.
That's fine. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. It's not for everyone. We need movies not for everyone. That's fine.
There you go. And yeah, like I resonate with a lot with the what was it, Four Town that they were obsessed with.
Yeah,
They're
the
like little
cave,
boy band.
like boy band, kind of like a K-pop group.
Every girl, even if you deny it,
It was like
we
a
all go through that.
90s settings or early
Yeah.
2000s settings
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah.
It was still fun. The graphics look good. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's definitely at least a. Am I putting a B?
I say I say a B.
I think it's B. Like I said, it's just not a movie for me. Like I wouldn't rewatch it. But if I had a daughter, yeah, let's put on Turning Red.
Yeah, it's a good message too. I feel
Yeah.
even though it went a little controversial.
What was the controversial part?
The controversial was because of her when you know how the mom freaked out because like she turned into the red panda and she freaked out and she's like basically your cycle's coming and it's like yeah
That's
and, like,
why it was controversial.
yeah, it was controversial because a lot of people were like, oh, you shouldn't promote that like as a, and I'm like, why not? I don't know, people are
I didn't know that was why. I heard stuff about it being controversial, but that's just dumb.
Yeah, it is because like I feel like come on, like as a parent, I think like that's a good message.
You can talk about that shit.
Yeah, like it's not like we're back in the day.
No, they're weirdos.
Like, get over it.
All right. Next, we're doing. Oh, we put that B, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we're doing Lightyear 2022.
And yep,
Let's fill up that D spot.
No questions asked.
My problem with this movie is the entire premise. The movie this is the movie Andy watched to like Buzz Lightyear.
Which what?
I don't think this is the movie Andy watched.
Okay, here's my thing with this, and this is why I'm so mad at the Toy Story franchise. Because again, what the hell? First of all, if you're a real fan, I'm just saying, if you're really a fan of Toy Story, you would agree with me because you would have remembered that Buzz Lightyear movie, TV show.
Yeah, the TV
that
show.
They did.
That was a really fun TV show with the Space Rangers.
And not even that. That was the actual movie that he watched.
Yeah, that was what he was watching, not this.
Yeah, because there's actually, I have proof that there's an actual video clip, like a scene, extra credit scene, where they're like, oh, it's here, and they grab like, they find the Buzz Lightyear movie and they put it on and they literally play the whole movie, which is actually 3 episodes of the actual show.
Damn, okay.
So there is facts and I stand with what I say.
Also, and when they were playing that video game, Zorg said he was Buzz's dad.
Yeah.
But in this one, he's alternate timeline fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
What?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, and it makes me so mad because they also stated in Buzz Lightyear, the very first thing that you read is like, this is the movie that he watched. And I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't. Like, stop lying. Like, because there was already like a movie made. So I don't know what was the whole point of making this movie.
This movie was also super complicated for no reason. Like the time travel stuff with him going forward in time. I was like, what kid is going to care about this now? What kid? I feel like no kid would get like 30 or 40 minutes into this movie.
No. My daughter, she left.
she was like, all right, I'm out.
At first I thought I was like, oh, maybe she's going to like it because there's a cat and she loves cats. But she straight up walked away. She was like, the fuck is this?
I don't know what they do with this one. The thing that makes me mad is I was like, man, this movie is not that good, but the cast, they're really good. They had Taika Waititi. They had Chris Evans. They had Keke Palmer. And some other people, but I'm like, that's crazy. That's a really good voice cast. I'm just like...
And they were like, in the garbage. They're like, fuck that. It don't matter.
And I think this was the first movie back to theaters, Lightyear. Ooh.
Pixar was... What happened?
Okay, next one, I think we got a decent one. Elemental.
Yes.
I like
Thank
this
God.
one. This one was a really fun story.
Yes.
Love the world.
Yes. Amazing world.
I really want a sequel to this one too.
This, do you think it should have a sequel?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they should do it with a kid. What happens when you have a kid with the two elements?
That's tea. That's everything. No, but yes, it's great. It's a really great movie.
Very good explaining the melting pot of like America type shit.
Ooh, here we go. Because so we already have 5 movies for the S tier.
You want to put this S tier?
I kind of do.
I was gonna put a B tier.
Really?
Yeah, we could put an A.
Let me see what we have here.
No, it's not better than any of those movies. And I know you guys try to come for Incredibles.
All right.
Elemental is not better than Incredibles.
Sure, Byron.
Remember that scene when Mr. Incredibles was running from the alarm going off and those black balls were going all around him? And he was getting covered? That was a really good scene.
I guess we can give it a B tier.
That scene's really fun.
I mean an A?
A tier.
I said B originally. I fucked up.
Shake my head. Now me about to go on about the different scenes in Incredibles. Don't get me started.
He's ready to defend that spot.
Alright, and then we're at our last one. Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2. Wow.
Wow.
What a roller coaster.
I just watched this yesterday.
So did I. It was crazy. Like, that shit was literally giving me anxiety. I was like, y'all really, it's just like, I'm telling you, this movie, this new generation of movies, like Inside Out, like with the emotions and how like you're basically seeing like how you function as a fucking human being. Like they're finally making something that makes sense and you're like can relate to, and you're like, huh, it hits.
It does. It really does hit. All the new emotions are really good. I do wish we got a little bit more time.
Anui's so fun.
Anui's so fun. I wish we got more time with Envy. Or not Envy. Envy.
Yeah, I don't know. She's like, she's funny.
What's her name plays that? Ao, from, goddamn, The Bear.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know that actress? Oh, okay. It's a good actress.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pixar needs to rehire her.
Yeah. But anxiety is a lot. Yeah. Anxiety is a lot.
Yes.
We understand it.
And again, it's such a good movie. Such a good movie.
I kind of do wish we got a different opposite from joy again. Like, we got sadness and joy, but now we got sadness and anxiety opposites. I'm like, we should have got someone else instead of joy being the focus against anxiety. That's how I feel.
Okay.
But I do think it's still a good story.
Like, the message. Dude, I freaking cried. I was there trying to like not to cry. Like,
all
in
the
front of my
beliefs
kids.
and stuff,
like,
I like that.
Yeah, and the messages, it just resonates so much. And I don't know if you saw, but there's this moment where what's it called? Like, as I was watching it, I was like, she's literally taking all of her freaking like her own self balls and like take it to make the new tree. And I'm like,
anxiety.
And I'm like, how is nobody seeing this? And it's giving me anxious that nobody was doing anything.
There was a point where the whole wall was orange.
Literally, like she was taking over control, and And that's just what happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's, unfortunately, that is really what happens with anxiety. Like, you just get like, also like, round up in like your shit, and you're just like, oh man.
You gotta learn how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. And it's a good message.
It's a really good story.
It's okay. It's okay.
It was also, I think it was only an hour, 30 minutes. It was just straight to the point. Enjoyed that. They recasted like 2 of the emotions. They recasted disgust and fear.
Fear, yeah.
I was like, damn, they just recast it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I mean,
it's okay.
Yeah, I did like that those emotions that had a lot more time to. Honestly, I like that they had a lot more screen time, because on the first one it was only sadness and joy, sadness and joy.
And then sadness took a little bit of a backseat.
Yeah, she was like, "All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a smoke break."
All right, where are we tiering this?
Dang. That's hard. It's between, I personally, S and an A. S and an A.
Let's not just.
But let's just not fight
about this. If I had to go to S tier, it would have to verse Stellar Inside Out. I know. And we're not doing that.
But this is definitely, I'd say,
like
the 6th favorite. I think.
No, we're not even. We're gonna do A. You stop trying to break our own rules we created.
I was born to break rules.
That was a good rating.
Yeah, so for S tier, we got Coco, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, and Inside Out.
Yeah. I don't think that's. Let's finalize that.
Yeah.
Let me know what to tier up. Let me know what to make into tier list. Let me know how you feel about the tier list. If you disagree, just don't comment.
They're gonna unsubscribe.
Yeah. Oh, alright. Thank you for watching.
Hold up.